Here we are. And what? What? Huh? This must be right? As long as it starts us in front of where the trial taking place. Yeah. Okay, so this is definitely where we left off last time. Whew. All right, let's first things first, right? The truth bullets? Yes, Monokuma File 2. Victim was Chihiro. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. Man, it was so bad for her. We'll do some research and find the average amount of time. So basically, you'll find the average amount of time and then multiply that by 2. Because that will probably be how long it's going to take. Yeah. Alright, so this is Sakura's account. Although Chihiro wanted to get stronger, she declined several invitations from Sakura and Aoi, and may have used the locker room late at night to avoid them. Despite this, Chihiro had stated that she desired help with her efforts. She may have been meeting someone in the locker room the night she was murdered. Oh yeah. The dumbbell found on the floor of the girls' locker room had a significant amount of blood on it. Okay. Mondo's account. Chihiro had told anyone willing to listen that she wanted to get stronger. Some assume that due to her inferiority complex about being weak, she admired strength more than anything else. Card reader. To unlock a locker room, you need to swipe your e-handbook over the card reader. You need a male student's handbook for the boys' locker room and a female student's for the girls'. It is not possible for 2 people to enter at the same time. Additionally, lending someone your handbook is a violation of school regulations. Letting them borrow it is okay. The handbook of each student that has died is placed in the mailbox in the main hall. Also have to take into account you failing again. Oh man. Oh, you did say they're going to get harder, so we'll see. One of the handbooks found in the main hall had been broken, which is apparently a rare occurrence. Junko and Sayaka's handbooks both seem to still work, so it assumed that the broken handbook is Leon's. However, Monokuma claims it's very unlikely that Leon's handbook would have broken. Genocide Jack case file. Suspected genocide Jack victims include Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Honda, and Shoji Gaku, among countless others. They were killed in the same way and mounted to a nearby wall. The word bloodlust was found at the scene of each crime written in blood. Profiling indicates the killer is likely a student suffering from a split personality. Which, honestly, there's only one person who I think would fit that description, and that is Toko. Aoi's account. Ichiro seems to have consciously kept her distance from the other girls at the school even from the beginning. Meanwhile, it had been noticed that she got along remarkably well with her male classmates. Boys' locker room carpet. The carpet in the boys' locker room was found with a blackish stain on it. Blood was found on the poster in the girls' locker room. The poster featured a big-breasted supermodel unpopular among young boys. Meanwhile, the poster in the boys' locker room was for a boy band popular with teenage girls. Chihiro's e-handbook. Chihiro's handbook was not found on her corpse and has apparently gone missing. Status of the dead body. I wonder if there's any way that we missed any evidence, because I feel like it made me go to the trial before I was even done looking at everything. Hey Mario, how's it going? What is up? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? How was your weekend? And Chihiro's body had been suspended, and her hands had been bound with some kind of rope. Her fatal injury was a blow to the head. It was not rope. We found out it was an extension cord. Okay. Disappearing stain. Sakura mentioned that she was responsible for a coffee stain on the girls' locker room floor. However, the stain had since been inexplicably scrubbed away. Which, by the way, we have one of the presents is coffee. So if we ever talk to Sakura and need to give her a present, the coffee is a present to give her. Also, what did you miss? Not much. We're just going over what we learned last week because it's trial time. Usually don't miss any evidence after you collect an amount of evidence the trial starts. Okay. Man, it just feels like I didn't get enough stuff, though. The library desk lamp. Miyakia was known to use this lamp often. However, the extension cord had gone missing at some point, and the lamp's cord couldn't quite reach the outlet. Celeste's account. On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. And Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. Okay. Great, so I know stuff that other people don't know again. Reckon was good. You finished making some Pokemon cookies. I bet they were delicious. Also, you are the first subscriber. You are. You have the power. Oh my gosh, am I ready for this? I'm probably not. Oh, hi. So, is everyone ready to, so is everyone ready to, what? Am I blind or are we missing somebody? Someone.
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
Huh?
And Toko is, oh boy. What? And Shadow, thank you for gifting a sub to Mario Kart. That's super generous of you, man. That's super nice, man. Thanks, dude. Started reading Star Wars Republic Commando. Hard Contact. Never heard of it, but that's pretty cool. Sweet. Thank you, Shadow. Shadow's all over the place tonight, man. Thank you again, man. Too much. This is probably not a good line that Monokuma sang. And Toko is? You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding, I'm just... Okay, good, he's just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. But why?
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. Wait, a bear dragging a person? Wow. You has the monies. Okay, but that's enough. Thanks, dude. So not only is he the first subscriber, he's also the first person to gift a sub. He wants all the firsts. Also, did you hear what he said? He said that Toko is an important part of this trial. I have, and okay, I'll just come out and say it. I think she did it. Or she was an accomplice. It's one or the other. She was definitely involved. Yeah. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe he would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Phew, so now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get up. Let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujizaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Oh gosh, why do they have to keep on showing this? Oh, and by the way, someone mentioned last week that they thought that her eyes had been gouged out. I don't believe her eyes were gouged out because when we read the stuff about Genocide Jack, it's not something that he used to do. So I don't think they gouged the eyes out. But then again, maybe it's something we don't know yet. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. Such an odd way to put it. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Right here. Okay, good talk. Okay, though, I do have a question. If I do a gift sub, does it only last for a month or does it keep on pulling from my account each month? It's only once. Yep, it's only once. so you should gift out like 50 and then think that you have to renew it every month. Just kidding. Yeah, but that's how it works. You basically gift one at a time. I give you plenty to work with. Show us how far you can. You know, something's telling me. Okay, so you know how I said that I think that Toko might have been an accomplice? I think Byakuya. Okay, less scary. I think Byakuya Alright, well, we're heading into the trial. I think it might be Byakuya with the help of Toko. No, do not do that, Shadow. Not even joking. Yeah, I'm starting to think it's what I think. It would make sense because I did notice that it feels like Chihiro was killed before going into the locker room, but there wasn't a trail of blood. But I just feel like she was killed before, and then maybe Toko dragged her into the girls' room and hung her up like Genocide Jack used to like to do. Because I believe from the way it looks, she is possessed by like the ghost of Genocide Jack or something. Hey Leo, what's up? How you doing? How was Monday? Also, welcome to class trial number 2. There's something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Yup. Oh, owie. I guess there wasn't much help at all on this one. She sounds like she's kind of happy about that, I don't know why.
Hey,
Mondo,
come on.
bro. Effing Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Remember what Marcus always says, no refunds. Yes. Miss Fujizaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Aw, even Hifumi thought highly of her. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. I take it back. Trial already? Well, we left off right outside the door in the last cast. Yeah. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? Yeah. Mr. Moral Compass. I have a feeling he's gonna die at some point. Shall we begin? I haven't talked to everybody yet. She's all about like the job at hand. She never wants to talk with me. And I admire her purple hair. I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual. That is great. You ready? You doing this? Oh gosh. I forgot that hero is still a thing. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes, it is true. I give a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. Gosh. Kyoko isn't nervous, she's awkward. Can I tell you something I'm starting to feel about Kyoko? And don't tell me whether or not I'm right. Well, I'm gonna tell you anyways. I think she's a robot. And I almost feel like she's not necessarily working on the side of Monokuma, but I think whoever's controlling Monokuma may also be controlling her. Just saying. You highly doubt that? I don't know. The way this game is, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm excited to find out. We still have like, what, another 15 or 20 hours? So I'm like, ooh. This game has been amazing, by the way. So we're definitely playing through the rest of them. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, ding, came to a sudden stop. So I get a waifu bot. What attachments come with her? Those can't be uttered on stream. Those are things that you have to work out on the side. What's the finish season 1 of Kenkole, and I have to wait for season 2. You have to wait for season 2? Well, congrats, but that's since you have to wait. Hopefully you don't find out about my sweet roll stash that I found. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? It's always our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very nice.
Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it, not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills, kills.
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. Gonna end up watching Azur Lane. Never heard of that one either. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Do I want to save the data? Yes. Bingo. Same concept as Cancole? Okay. I have a feeling I'm saying that wrong. I don't think we really... I'll open it, but I don't think we really have to look at it. Yeah, it's the same stuff. Okay. Report card. Let's set our skills, because we have room for a couple more... Okay, so we already have that in there. Don't we have one other thing? No! I have so many skill points, but no skills! Oh, this The beer is really getting annoying.
Thrills, chills, kills.
I see it like... Can coal? Can coal? Can you coal? I can coal. Can you coal? Well, I guess we're finished. Oh gosh, this is...
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
That's not so bad. It's the same as the first time. Okay.
Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
You love his voice acting? It's great. It's like... It's cute, but like creepy at the same time. So I like this because I don't have to read as much, so that's good. Alright, the murder weapon. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. It was the dumbbell. Make your argument. Locker room dumbbell. Yep.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Wait, no, it was that.
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
I totally shot that thing on time. Poor Chihiro. I like how she says one thing at the very end. Poor
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Oh, nope.
It appears it was a head wound.
Oops.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer
Keep
used
missing.
a
I know I
blunt
suck.
instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Okay, hold on.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
It was not an iron pipe.
Interesting.
Dude, what the?
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
I swear.
Poor Chihiro.
Oh, it needs to stop. Oh, I can slow time. That's right.
Chihiro's
Son of a
fatal injury.
biscuit.
It appears it was a head wound.
Wonder if you throw a knife at it, Monokuma, did you still die? Yeah, he would. Since there's so many of them, they would just send another one after you.
What blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
An iron pipe.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I did it.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime?
Yes, let's all agree.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of
This is also
injury.
a dumbbell right here.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
You have to investigate.
Yay!
Objection!
So creepy!
No, it's investigating.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Yeah.
What? For real?
Huh?
Chihiro's killer is
Nani?
the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Agreed. Agreed. Genocide Jack, the Fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? What the heck does a new element mean? Ah, no! Oops.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
You don't really? The thing Byakuya showed me in the archive, one look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Wait.
What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
I have it. Yeah, I got it. Yo, Dan, what's up? How's it going, man? Good to see ya.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
If you shoot the purple words, I think you get time back. Oh, is that all it is? Oh. Okay. The last time you played a game where you were a detective? What game was it? What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What?
And somehow
That's
it was
kinda weird
here.
as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Exactly, Mondo. You
The
get
lie
it.
of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Because he doesn't want anyone to know that his family's part of the Illuminati.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Boob lust. It's pretty funny, but no, it's bloodlust. I almost forgot you have it. You have to jump to Twitch, but it's yeah, man. We are here.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Funny that she would say
But
it.
more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public?
Never made
What the
public.
hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body, the blessed, where the murder took place, how the victim was positioned.
I got it! Apparently,
I got
in
it!
every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
Yep.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So,
Do
how
they
did
have
the
to keep
culprit
showing
know about
this?
when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
What is this game? It's a visual novel. It's like a murder mystery visual novel. So it's like all done in text. And it's mainly just a big story. So the story so far is that we are one of 15 people who have been been kidnapped and put into the school, the Hope's Peak Academy, and we are being held hostage by a psychotic teddy bear, who is telling us that the only way for us to get out of here is if you murder somebody and you actually get away with it. Yeah.
There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way.
I think so too.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Oh my gosh. 2 to 2.5 hours for this. We just ended it right here. It's over. What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Yep. Why are you saying that?
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
I think she has a split personality.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gonna
Oh,
be
hero.
so complicated?
He's just gotta stop. He has to stop. In other words, a psychotic teddy bear is training you to become a successful serial killer. Kind of. And apparently I get the best job on the planet once I get out of here, so. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not to be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Yep. Hangman's Gambit. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, that's a long word. I hate this one. Yeah. What? No! Dang it. Sugar. Where's that O? Does that O come back around? Oh, this is bad. I don't even know. Oh my gosh. You think so? Wait. Do I have to shoot it like a few times, basically? Is that what's happening? That's what it is that I have to do. Alright, so... What? Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Uh-oh. Have we already come to the end of the debate? No, no, no. Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's blackened. No, we don't. I messed up. It would appear that the one with the most votes is Makoto. Excuse me? Are we still on this kick? However, Makoto is not the blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Whoa, what do you say? Want to give it a... Yes, of course I want to give it another shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
Gosh. Can't give up now. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Okay, hold on. Spelling is casual's next weakness. Yep. There we go. You gotta hit it 3 times. That's the thing. She's a schizophrenic. Where's the T? Oh my gosh! Shadow, you had it right there. I thought you were saying something else. Now all I need is a... Wait. Is there no T in this? I thought it was a T. Alright. Apparently, I don't know. Wait. Oh my gosh, that is the strangest way of spelling that. I've never spelt that word before.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Yep. No, I think Toko has a split personality.
Huh?
Not necessarily Genocide Jack.
I think I read that
I think she's
somewhere
possessed.
in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it?
Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay.
So that isn't the right
Still,
way to spell it.
I wouldn't
Okay.
say that about Miss Fukawa's.
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Oh, Byakuya. I think you used her, is what you did, because she liked you. The one thing that shows Toko could have split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed. She fainted. It was when she fainted. I can say it's close, but not quite. Fainting by itself isn't... Okay, so...
Shoot!
Okay, looks like I embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Oh my gosh, I've never done that before. Her behavior changed after she fainted, basically. Sure, it was schizophrenia is schizo. Okay, which makes sense, like that.
Than usual, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Here, you dead? Yeah, it's weird. Her voice got all deep and strange like that. I don't know. So, obviously. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world is the front, the back, the top, and the bottom must see a truth and no ever lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Yep.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Yeah, adjectives.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I think she was scared of Genocide Jack showing himself through her again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Yep, it seems that she has schizophrenia.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Most people that I know that are schizophrenic acted like that. Oh, really? Oh. I don't think I've ever been around one.
Yeah.
Or...
How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh my gosh, she did tell him. She did tell him. I think she was an accomplice. I think he used her feeling vulnerable to he used her to commit the crime with her. I think he's in on it. We don't know that yet, but I think he's in on it.
What? You promised? I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story.
Because
I
she
didn't ask
likes
you,
you, man.
This is the real world.
You
not
used the
some
poor
romantic
girl.
fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
See?
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Man, he's evil. If they were in cahoots, he's evil, man. Oh wait, when she changed, she seemed surprised that there was a body. I don't know. Well, see, I don't know enough about schizophrenia. Like, with schizophrenia, when the other person takes over, does the other person who's not currently there realize everything that's going on?
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Yoshikas, how you doing? What is up? How you doing? Generally not. Okay. I'll come back with the definition of schizophrenia. Okay. Like from the dictionary. Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Person?
The person?
You don't
Wait.
mean...
Is he trying to basically like bait Genocide Jack out? Or is he gonna have us do that? Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. So now she's the girl from the ring. Huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Oh, gosh.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
You know, I like this voice better than the one that she actually has, so perfect. The tongue is a little much, but, you know. Also, wait, where's that tongue coming from? Because that's not the regular size of her tongue. I don't know. Long-term mental disorder of a type of involving a breakdown in the relation between thought, emotion, and behavior leading to a faulty perception, inappropriate actions and feelings, withdrawal from reality in personal relationships, into fantasy and delusion, any sense of mental fragmentation in general use, a mentality or approach characterized by inconsistent or contradictory elements. Okay, so basically like kind of like yin-yang, maybe? Or am I just... Yeah. To all the people who's blind, yeah. Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see? Wait.
What the heck?
Excuse me? That's a Genocide Jill. That's a Genocide Jill.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Like Jack and Jill?
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Why would they have invited you here? I don't get it. Yo, Blackrim, what's up, dude? You came in right at the perfect time. This is Gene Simmons's long-lost sister, or something. I don't know. Hello, Jill. Hello, Jill.
What the fuck is this?
Mondo's lost. You don't have to worry about me spoiling anything. I've never played this game before. Everything for me is just whoop. Going right over my head. Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
So intense.
You come at the best times you do.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
That is very wise of you, Sakura. You love her laugh. It is pretty good.
Composed of a front and a back humor. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question? What's up?
You're gonna have nightmares for the next 5 years? Nah, you'll be fine. Hey, look, now she's smiling with her tongue hanging out of her mouth. What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then
That's
not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Just want to say you guessed right. Well, I think there's still like a long time left of the trial. I think there's more than meets the eye here. Yeah, thanks, Jill. She's trying to stick her tongue out like licky tongue? Maybe.
Just kidding again!
She's got jokes too. She's great.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Byakuya, I don't think so, bud.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you guessed that she was Genocide Jack. Or Jill. Yeah. I think there might be more to the story. He just said something that I had forgotten. Monokuma did put that motive out there that like, hey, here's all these secrets in these envelopes. If there isn't a murder in the next 24 hours, I'm gonna let everyone know what your secret is. Byakuya, he was talking about earlier that his parents are members of a secret society that he didn't want to talk about. So I'm guessing it's one of two things. One, either it would let everyone know what secret society his family's a part of, or two, that he actually isn't who you think he is. Because he's the ultimate progeny, which no one ever uses that word, right? But from the sounds of it, he's been born into wealth. What if it is that his family actually has nothing? I love this game just because I get to come up with all these things that end up being wrong, but it's so much fun.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Makes players think it does.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
I believe her.
I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
You monster! Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. But she said, I need to get some more details about all this. Just remembered something? Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
Modus operandi?
Give it up. You killed her.
how she kills people and how Chihiro was murdered, there is a big difference. Right, but that's why mode of operation. But the thing is that I have a feeling that Chihiro wasn't necessarily killed while she was hung up. I think she was killed and then hung up. I probably should have read that, huh?
But I didn't kill anyone.
What? Did you say something funny? Wait, that wasn't it.
Shoot.
Yep, I was gonna say I look like an idiot. Again.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Apparently I speak another language that I didn't even know. Whoops, sorry, just hit the microphone.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Genocide Jack always used the scissors.
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Human garbage.
I
Yep.
murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
I wonder
Let
how
me
much they had
rephrase
to
that.
pay
In a way
for,
that
for
maybe
those
makes more
brand
sense.
names.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
One clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. Victim's fatal injury, the style of the bloody message. This?
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
Is there a version of this game where the blood isn't pink? I'm curious.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Mm-hmm. Second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed with their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
I got it!
Blood is 100%
Do
pink
you
all the
remember what
time,
the killer used
even
to
in the original.
suspend her?
Because I believe this was in Japanese first.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
It wasn't rope, it was extension
What is
cord.
your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Yeah, the wall.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I
That
use.
face.
And you know what else?
What?
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Yo, she called me Big Mac. I'm delicious.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
The other difference, which I don't think we've talked about at all, is that Bloodlust was on the right of Chihiro, and in those pictures that we just saw of Genocide Jack killing everyone, it's on the left. Okay, never mind.
There's a pattern there.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Just waiting to be discovered.
Did he only kill males?
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit in. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out, I know why she couldn't have killed, because Chihiro was a lover, was a girl. I couldn't tell that all the names in that book were male, because they were all Japanese.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
So it has nothing to do with bloodlust, I guess.
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taru, Takefumi Gono. See, that sounds like a girl. Uchida Naoiha, Takeshi Masamu, Yuto Yumejima. That also sounds like a female. There was no end to it.
They were all guys?
Guess so.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Adorable little men!
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Yeah, you look it.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason
Cur.
as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Stop using food. You're ruining food for me.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
The sewing kits would probably have scissors in them. Oh man, that's my new wallpaper. Right there, desktop wallpaper. I'm doing that after stream. It's gonna be awesome.
She's fully equipped. That's right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty
Maybe she
scissors by my
doesn't get them
side?
from the sewing kits. I don't know. She brought her own, apparently. The one thing she packed from home. And that's why she didn't have any clothes. And that's why she hasn't been taking showers. In the History of the World, Part 2. It did escalate very, very quickly.
I'm wrong. You can't pen, you gutter dogs, all of you.
Gutter dogs?
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Select someone. It's Byakuya.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Oh, there's the dots.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
I think so. Oh, some more dots. Just to ask, is this a long game or a short game? I believe it's about 30 hours. Yeah, it's about 30 hours. I think, just after this trial, I think we're gonna be right at about the halfway point.
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all.
Adorable glasses man.
I'm on fire!
Whoa, she's on fire. I would say you will be at about a third. All right, so we're gonna turn a 30-hour playthrough into a 40-hour playthrough. And we'll probably be playing this right up until the release of The Outer Worlds.
Well, Byakuya,
nice.
what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Always.
Looking back and thinking about it now.
By Odin's Eye, what sorcerer magic is this? It's definitely not Freya's doing. It is, actually. And how's it going there, Reaper? What's up, dude? It's the Ring of Fire. It burns, it burns, it burns. That Ring of Fire.
The way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms. They're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? Yes, he started acting strange and he's like, hey, how about we team up to investigate and this and that. It was really weird. They died in the Ring of Fire. It seems nobody searched locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, I need to hear it. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. You aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button. Then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh my gosh. Monokuma Foul 2.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim
Why does his voice
was
change?
Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we even found it. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear. I have to absorb his statement, that's what it sounds like.
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, you absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction.
Yeah, like how would he know it was a female?
Victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Before, wait, that's...
Of course, I would suggest we check
That's
the
a
girls'
contradiction.
Locker room first.
What the...
There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
This is what? Did I miss my shot?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, you absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro,
who was a girl.
There, we got it that time. What do you think? There's some mistake lurking in what I said?
Shoot!
What? You need to hold the left mouse button and absorb a statement. Son of a biscuit.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, you absolutely...
What the heck did I just do there?
That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Alright, so do I basically use this statement here and shoot the first statement? Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Oh, whoops!
Shoot!
Oh, I didn't mean to accuse her of anything.
So, you said
son of a biscuit.
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found
Hold
the
on.
body. But he was acting weird... how?
Hold on.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
Watch.
you absolutely take
And now when
it.
it comes up with
That's
his
a
statement
natural
that is
reaction for
highlighted, we're
any
gonna shoot it
guy.
with this bullet here.
The victim was Chihiro.
Yep.
No, it's wrong.
Yep. Okay. I got it.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that, because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
We didn't know it was her until
So your
we
claim
got there,
that you went to
or
the
saw it.
girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
Because don't forget, when we went into the locker room, I believe Sakura and maybe Aoi were in there already. Or was it Mondo? Might have been... Or maybe it was Sakura, Mondo, and Aoi, maybe? I know there were definitely people in there. Some high charity politics? It's a good answer, I must admit.
Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What is he taunting me? What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with it.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
He's acting
There
really
is.
weird.
I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Kyoko, hi! She's here.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Kyoko, please save us! When will you use your true power and rise up and take over Twitch? Probably never.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Please explain!
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
No!
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be
Oh, what the?
something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Hello?
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
Dang it. Did I not shoot the thing in time? It looked like I did. It was like rope, but yeah. Specific object, yes.
What? The difference between the cases?
The purple letters get in the way.
You want me to explain it again?
Dang purple letters.
When I want to kill,
Doesn't it give
I
me
use my
back stuff?
very own special scissors.
I thought it was supposed to give me back time or something.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
You're right. Yeah, purple letters were in their way. My gosh.
Actually,
My aim sucks.
I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension
See, the problem with this is that I almost get ahead of myself because I've been saying it was the extension cord the whole time, but I thought like, oh, we got this far. It's a non-issue anymore. And so now it's like, oh no, but wait. So there's a button you need to press that allows you to break them, but it's not your truth bullets. You skip past the tutorial. Yeah, and I'm also not using, yeah. Would this game be easier to play if I used a controller? I don't know. I've been wondering.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the
Reaper,
library
take care,
more
man.
than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
It sure did.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
No, you killed her outside of there.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
No, it's not right. He's doing it again. He's totally calm and totally unconcerned. And if he's not even involved, he's just overconfident. That's all he is. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
He is the killer, but it's not the way that he said it was.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Huh?
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Spin to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Oh my gosh, he said pray tell. What game was it that we played and they kept on saying pray tell? Was it Final Fantasy 15? Oh, no. I think it's from Final Fantasy 14.
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Because he doesn't seem like the type that lifts weights. He doesn't seem like the type. You're right. So, the only other person I could think it would be, especially because of the coffee stain, is Sakura. But I like Sakura, so I would hope it's not her.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
How would he have gotten in the girls' locker room? He wouldn't have, because Genocide Jack would have been the one to like do the hanging and everything. Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept that what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The extension cord, the crime scene of the crime. Genocide Jack's presence, the scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
Yeah, I think that it was Sakura, Mondo, and Aoi were in there when we got there, I think. But it was after... Once Monokuma came on and said his message, he said he unlocked all the doors. So you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
Are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Oh my gosh. See, here's my mind just running away with me. Okay. Byakuya killed her. Wait, no. Wait, what? No. Byakuya was in on it to get Genocide Jack out of Toko. But the person who actually murdered Toko was Sakura with the dumbbell, right? Sakura... No. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Hey, fish!
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later.
Uh-huh.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
Uh-huh.
The rest of the murder scene?
Uh-huh.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved into the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Why is it that Taka says one thing every 50 minutes and he's yelling every time? Oh man. Oh yeah, I've been... Oh, and Leo went to bed. Oh, okay. Well, hello, Fish. It's good to see you. I hope you and Caitlin are doing well. She was starting to get a bad migraine. Oh, okay.
Come on, Makoto.
Is it because I'm not solving this fast enough? Come on, Makoto.
If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys' and girls' locker rooms. It was the posters. This.
I got it!
I got it!
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Yeah, well, one of them has blood on
The
it.
poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel.
Big boob
But don't you think
supermodel.
that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Tornado.
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms.
The rug was moved.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Oh, it's a protein coffee.
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain head was scrubbed away. It was moved. Yep.
I got it!
I got it! Yo, we're getting good at
The
this.
stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed
Yeah, I hope she
away.
feels better as well.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What? Okay, so just like I said, then. Let's keep going.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
No, you can't go any further.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
What? No way. Can't be what I'm thinking.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
This, what? There's no way that she went to the mailbox and grabbed Leon's handbook and used Leon's handbook to get in there. That's crazy. That couldn't have been it.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh, here we go, Hero.
I highly doubt that.
Yep, same.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
No. Wait, yep.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
How did I miss that?
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
That's not it.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Yeah, well, hold.
No, that's wrong. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Yeah, but you can borrow somebody's.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Oh, that bug.
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? Still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Kyoko! Ah!
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
Thank you.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Are we gonna take a recess?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then.
Well,
I
all right
declare
then.
an official class trial recess.
Oh gosh,
For
real. You think that he's in love with her? I think so, a
Now
little
then,
bit.
what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
You don't blame him? Yeah, she pretty. She got purple hair. Nice. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
Hold on.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
That is wrong, but I also find Kyoko quite attractive. That's okay. So there's no way that it's gonna be this, but is there like a secret passage behind the poster? Because the poster looked like it was like crumpled a little bit, like it had been used to like go through like multiple times.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
It's a dead body. I don't know if I want to do that. You just wanted to type in all caps. It's okay. She's smart, mysterious, and gives 0. That is true.
Examine her carefully? Like
No.
using our hands?
Not you, Hifumi. Anybody but you. You just stand right there. Nope. No one even invited him.
No way.
Oh, good. Okay. He doesn't want him. Oh, she's 3D. That's right. He's only into 2D girls. That's right.
all over a girl's dead body. It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds, you know?
You're clairvoyant and you're religious. Okay.
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that
Oh
what
my-
you are about?
Oh my goodness. Who invited the crazy one? Oh goodness.
Not it at
This
all.
right now.
Stop screwing around.
Okay.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
You look like you're sorry. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
What the heck are we gonna find on her?
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
Why are you so mad?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
No way. Chihiro's not gonna be a male, right?
This girl is
what?
a boy.
Oh my gosh. No way.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What? Super unexpected.
You're joking, right?
Fabio, how's it going? Prepare to be taken off guard.
I wouldn't joke about this.
All good. We just found out that the person that had been murdered was actually a male, not a female.
Then, it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
This is what I've been waiting for. What's up there, Wolf? Oh my gosh.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Welcome back from work. I'm surprised.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Oh man. Well, this like all my investigating was all done thinking that Chihiro was a girl. You had Leo spoil the whole game once you found that Sayaka. Oh god, I almost thought you said Sakura, and I was gonna say Sakura's still alive. Oh my gosh. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never even crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
She had to talk to someone about it because she had some of her favorite characters get... Oh, okay.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Okay, which makes sense. I didn't think it was the boys' locker room that... I thought it was somewhere else. Like maybe the library or something, but there's no blood there.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
I don't know, if like the only reason I could see for moving it was so that it could be pinned on a female. This is probably, she's not good with having her favorite characters get killed. Oh, okay.
I knew he felt a little off.
Well, just
there
to
was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Just to let you know, we have 4 other games like this that we're going to be playing at some point. Not necessarily right in a row because I don't want to burn myself out. But we have Danganronpa 2 and 3, and then we have a couple of games in the 999 series called the Nonary games. 999. I don't know if anyone's heard of those, but we're gonna be playing those at some point as well.
This is the most titillating situation!
Okay.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Mm-hmm. Objection!
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Oh no, please don't ask me this yes or no question.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but...
Hello, doggo.
It's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Huh?
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? So basically, he found the corpse and then was like, "Ah, man, you know what would be so cool? Is if we hung her up. That'd be real neat."
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Me too!
Go ahead, find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Oh, no, no, no. Objection! I don't want to pick.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
Yeah, we need to talk about it a little more.
Seriously gonna keep going?
It's
We're
one
all
of two
good,
people.
aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
If it's not
No,
Byakuya...
I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
This way you could figure out who to watch out for when he decides to become blackened.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Oh man, this guy's a dummy and a half.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
That's very
Our
true.
lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
No, just dumb. But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a girl. Oh, oops. Nope. Sorry. Nope. That can't be right. I'm gonna see when this boys' locker room in to get in there. Yep, you're right.
Shoot!
Oh, balls. You would do this? No, you wouldn't. Way to go. I know, right?
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But it's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Oops.
Shoot!
Do you have to worry Shadow would murder us in our sleep?
Isn't there
He
a
would hug
single
us.
clue that might lead us to who did it?
I'm doing this wrong.
Shoot!
Like every time. Oh, I'm gonna die. For sure.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Nope.
No, that's wrong!
Here we go.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
With a double bag.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
We didn't.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
You love her French accent? I do too, but she's scary. But I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only
Shadow's a
someone
ninja.
was waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his
She
way
is very
to meet with someone,
observant, she is.
And then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
And don't forget this too. It did mention that Chihiro got along with the boys very, very well.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for it.
Are you sure about that? You really think think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Why? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
All right, here we need to pay really close attention right here.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
You think it was Aoi?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Celeste's account.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Oh, oops, I'm sorry. The hell are you talking about? Oops. I keep on forgetting that it basically says that they're not telling the truth every time I do that. I keep messing that up.
We know where
Oh, now we have to
Chihiro
go
was
through all
headed.
this again. I'm sorry.
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
She's right, what he just said now is really odd. How did he know something like that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask...
See, and the thing is that I
Why did he
shot it
choose the
when he
specific
was saying his
tracksuit
stuff
that he did?
about the tracksuit.
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, that's wrong.
I had shot that before, and then he's like, mine's black. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like,
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
So I'm stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
She didn't.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Oh, man. The way he knew it was blue is because he's the murderer.
Did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about anything
Was me.
was you.
Yep.
Then,
Oh,
Mondo,
man.
how did you know what color Chihiro's
And we became
tracksuit
bros.
was?
He told me about Diamondo and everything.
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
And what's even more sad about that is that Mondo was even mentioning how he felt bad for Chihiro for always wanting to be like, I want to get bigger, I want to get bigger. Yeah.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry? Why, who's Cherry?
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
Thanks for the hug. Stronger, not bigger. I don't know, like, are you sure that she never said, or that Chihiro never said he wanted to get bigger? I mean, that could be used interchangeably, I guess, but I don't know, I don't really...
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Get your scissors out of my face.
It's just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either.
It was in the bag. It was in the bag. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
From the very beginning?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because the way he talked, the way he was acting, he wasn't saying a word, basically. So I think it's the way he was acting. Or, no, the way he talked? Maybe the way he talked. He was kind of like not too much like himself, like being like super nice about Chihiro and stuff. Yeah, it's the way he talked. Just like I was saying, like he was saying like, oh, he wants to like get stronger. You know?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Oh no, here it comes.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
I don't know, maybe that you are a criminal? But does she float?
He would never do something like that.
You
This
float
is a false
too.
accusation.
Oh, that's right, they're bros, remember that?
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
What? Hifumi? No, gosh, please. No. Michael Scott reference, I love it.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that
that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Oh no, you tell me.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
It's a handbook.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Does it belong to Chihiro? You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to Chihiro's.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
For a fact indeed.
I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
Which is what Monokuma had said.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. By exploiting a bug, by hacking it, by hitting its weak point. Can't hack it. Exploiting a bug? By hitting its weak point? It doesn't have a weak point, does it?
I got it!
No, I think I remember
You already told us before
Monokuma
that the handbook
has one weak point.
didn't
Okay, I was right. I wasn't sure if I remembered correctly.
Yeah! You remember that?
Yeah, somehow. I know. I'm just as surprised as you are. Okay?
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
It's someone who knows exactly where it is.
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking
I was gonna say, I'm like, do you think he's really gonna tell us?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
High temperatures? Don't make me go there and snap your neck, Monokuma. I got a family to defend.
I flippin' knew it!
How would you know that?
You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Oh my gosh. And remember, Mondo would not take his clothes off.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
What? Taka? Why is he freaking out like that? Had to be one of the one who wore all their clothes. Okay. So it was Mondo.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
He's my bro!
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on! You've got it all wrong! He would never kill! I don't accept this! Show me the proof! The actual solid proof!
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Shadow! Make your argument. Oh no!
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
I don't remember how to
If Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then
switch
that
the
proves
bullets.
that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, it doesn't.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Sure, Mondo's handbook broke during their sauna showdown. If I can just prove that, then that will show that the handbook Mondo has must actually be...
Let's
Don't
test
fail. I'm
Makoto's
trying
assertion.
not to.
If what he says
Shoot the
is
purple with your
correct,
bullets.
then Mondo,
Oh, you can't
you
shoot them.
broke your own handbook.
In other words,
I'm trying to
if
get like
Mondo's
the...
handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Oops. I can't remember how to switch to the other truth bullets. Hold on. How do you left shift? Select mouse wheel. It's mouse wheel that does it? Oh, it is.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, If Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn
Handbook works just fine.
No, it doesn't.
No, that's wrong.
No, it don't. Thank you, Ren.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall.
Use the mouse scroll wheel to switch. Yep, I did. You must be like behind like a minute or something. But I got it. Thank you.
Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Oh.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
Show us your handbook.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it.
Leon's dead. He didn't actually loan it.
There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. It does. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo,
He's borrowing
if
it
I'm
from a
wrong
dead
about
person
this,
to replace his
you're
own.
welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Excuse me?
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell
Bro?
me he's wrong!
Yeah, bro. Come on.
You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
No.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Can we just look at the handbook that Mondo has right now?
That way, everything will become clear. And we'll
Your
all
dog is
see
laying
if I
next
was
to you?
right
Hi,
or
doggo.
wrong.
Oh my. It's one of these again. Okay. So, warehouse. Celeste is in there. Oh my gosh, hold on. Oh my, hold on. That one goes there. Oh no! You saw me! I gotta get out of here! What does that even say? Locker rooms? Oh, that's right, you can click the question marks. Man, you're so smart. There's something everyone has that you need to get into the locker rooms. Alright, so it's that, then. Or... it's that. Which locker room did Chihiro go into? I feel like using those kind of gives it away. Hey, what's up? What's up, dude? The weapon the killer used was... dumbbell. Oh, all the blood, look at that. The comic book, yes. I think this is such a neat part of this. It's pretty awesome. Remember the question marks can give you hints of... yes. As the murder took place, some blood splattered onto something, didn't it? Yes. Oh no. Oh, so sad. To disguise the truth, the killer switched around the carpet as well as something else. Excuse me. Which locker room did the killer move to? Wait. Wait. This isn't right. Oh, which locker room did Chihiro go into? Men's locker room. There we go. You're crying for him? I keep on wanting to say her, but it's him. Boop, boop. Killer took something from the other locker room and switched it to the scene of the crime. It was this. Wait, did I not put that there yet? What the dang? Disguise the truth, the killer switched around the carpet as well as something else. Is it this then? What is that? Oh, Act 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Act 1 is what it said on the other thing. Oh, so sad. What was it that Byakuya brought to the murder scene? It could only... Wait. It was... that there. When Byakuya arrived on the scene, what did he use to disguise what had happened? Was it this here? I don't even know what that is there. Bloodlust. Where did the killer go after they were done? I'm assuming that means sauna. Yeah. This looks like it means sauna. And then when the handbook got thrown into the sauna room, what happened? Oh, that must be what this is. Wait, where is it? Bingo. We done did it. You hear the noise? Yeah. Mondo is,
The killer is...
he's not a bro.
You.
That's for sure.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time,
With your
she
help
was apparently
as well.
stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Clink.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Oh, whoops. Oh, what the dang? There's something everyone has that you need to get into the locker rooms. It wasn't that, because that's what I tried. So I'm guessing it's this. Why is it saying that when I...
The killer is you! With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
How is that so much
Simple.
different than what was there to
Because
begin
she
with?
was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook
Oh, if I fail again, I
to
fail
gain
for
entrance
good.
to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Aw, crap. What? Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Uh-oh. Have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the blackened. It would appear that the one with the most votes is Makoto. However, Makoto is not the blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
He's actually reading what's in blue. Let's give it another shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
Now I done did it. I know, right? Oh, they're gonna make me start this thing over, aren't they? So let's saw Chihiro in the warehouse with a duffel bag. This one here was... that one. Which locker room did Chihiro go into? Okay. The weapon the killer used was... oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. You see what the difference is? One of them has the blood on it already, and one of them doesn't. It's this right here. How dumb is that? Oh, as the murder took place, some blood splattered onto something, didn't it? To disguise the truth, the killer switched around the carpet as well as something else. Which locker room did the killer move into? Dumbbell is dumb. It is. The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene of the crime. What? What was it that Byakuya brought to the murder scene? It could only have been... when Byakuya arrived on the scene, what did he use to disguise what had happened? Bum, bum. Okay, and wait, that goes there. And where's the exploding handbook? There it is. All right, cross your fingers.
The killer is you. First,
It's you, chat.
Let's take a look back to before the incident.
Okay.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Here's hoping. Guess I'm the killer. No!
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Officially nighttime.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Crunch.
And
Rip
that's where the
splat.
bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Yeah. I didn't even think of theirs.
Exactly how the
I thought
killer
Leon.
did it.
I don't know why I mentioned him first.
With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
You thought that Leon's card was destroyed? But yeah, how was it destroyed if Monokuma said that the way he died wouldn't have destroyed it? So basically, Byakuya actually didn't murder somebody. He tampered with evidence. Right. Because he's obsessed with Genocide Jack.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene...
Ah, the incinerator. You're right.
He went and grabbed the extension cord from the library. And then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
Right, the one that was destroyed in the sauna is Mondo's, but what Mario Kart is saying when Leon threw his clothes into the incinerator, when he was trying to get rid of his bloody clothes, probably ruined the handbook, I think? Me neither. I feel bad.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
I do have a heart. No, because Leon's wasn't destroyed, I think? I don't know. Like, they said it wasn't... Like, it wouldn't turn on. That it was destroyed, I thought. Byakuya is a butt. Agreed. Wham!
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Mondo Owada. Oh, no more Diamando.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Taka, have you not been paying attention?
You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer? That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push right mouse button, left mouse button, right, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out. So make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So we've also prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Basically, I bet you could negate it. I bet. Mondo was destroyed in the sauna, or Mondo's was destroyed in the sauna. Yes. So Mondo took Leon's and left his. I just realized that Mondo and Hondo rhyme. They do. Who is Hondo? He has Leon's now, so if he shows us his, it should show Leon's name and not his, and that should prove it. This is so complicated. Well, because the thing you have to remember, too, is that there were 3 handbooks that were in the mailbox. I bet he took all 3. Difference is that Mondo starts with an M and A. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Mondo knew that the sauna destroyed his handbook, so he grabbed Leon's. That still worked. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega time. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
I don't even know how I'm doing right now.
I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False.
I hate that minigame. Fever time and nega time sound like they are from the Ninja Turtle world. Some good music, yeah. But I honestly can't figure that minigame out.
I refuse to give up yet.
I refuse to give up, though. Oh my gosh, it's alternating, isn't it? I forgot how to do it.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen.
Oh, Shadow, what would I do without you, man?
False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. refute you! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence! And you listen! I refuse to vote!
Final strike.
Show me some evidence!
This should prove it.
If my thinking so far is right,
My thinking so far is right.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Let's do it.
Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Well, that was easy. Okay. No, you could have made that a lot easier before. Oh, I'm probably not going to get a good grade, huh? Ah, a B. Not bad. B is for not bad.
Bro!
Bro.
What are you saying?
Bro.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up.
You know what, Shadow? You actually threw me off. Because when we first started playing this game, you were saying that later on he was going to be a bro. But this must have been what you were talking about. That, like, this dude calls him a bro. Or something like that.
Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
Yo, he is facing it like a man.
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Shadow is sneaky.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around?
I wonder.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Don't anyone pull anything funny. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? Byakuya and Genocide Jill are both going to be around after this. Oh gosh.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I don't think you can vote for Sayaka. Because she's one of the ones that has an X on her face. Hondo is from Star Wars. He's a weak way pirate. Oh, Kyoko? Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujizaki was Mondo Owada.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous? Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer? You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way you could kill someone.
Sorry.
What is
Why are
this?
you apologizing? Why? Oh gosh, why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward to the text. Oh, is that a thing? Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujizaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy, but no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep. The inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and stuff. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Quack, 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 quack. Oh boy. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong enough, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. He's talking about himself in the third person. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. It's not the time to make jokes, I make jokes. Really? I made a joke and it was funny? Meep meep. So he believed he was weak? Yes. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
Yet.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
You might have made a joke, but it wasn't funny. But then why are you laughing? You put lol. You confusing me now. I'm gonna get stronger. Accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. Wait. Oh, gosh. You know what? I'm just gonna read. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
Hey! When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help, but he wanted to tell that person its secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to?
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. Biker Game Fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macha Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise that he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. So basically, he murdered Chihiro, but at the same time, he's like, I'm still not going to tell anyone about your secret.
But...
Really odd. But how does moving the body keep a secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing
You're
someone.
wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you that embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know?
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? I'd like to know. Was it something involving his brother? He killed his own brother. Holy crap. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him, but it was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, but when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to grow on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands, and Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. That's a truck struck him. Good brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. Suddenly, oh my gosh, his brother saved him. So he didn't actually kill him. His brother saved him? Laying in his kid's brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I effed up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. Okay. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang in order to keep the gang together, keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding the light on his secret. Mondo killed his own brother. Older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I had been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. That's why I... Mondo? After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. It was right around then that Chihiro had asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me all this all of a sudden? Huh? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right,
I
but
want to change.
I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like I was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. Yep. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I'm really
What?
I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had, so I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you effing with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me that all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
Really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
Stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Look at this. This dude is all sad face crying. I killed him.
Killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo? He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Man. Look at him, you see? We're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bee. Go ahead. Say that again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but... Unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing? Why are you asking like it's... You mean execution? Execution!
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous!
Hold on!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. If it wasn't for the bear, none of this would have happened.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait!
Sorry, man.
Sorry,
I
man.
couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
That's right, they made a promise too. Oh my. What's gonna happen here? It's his hog. This music is awesome. The Cage of Death. Yo, it's an ejector seat. Nothing actually happened. He's not even in the seat. Mondo butter? Oh no. He gonna have it on his pancakes? That was a really weird death. That was really strange. Laugh at death and your soul will live forever be at peace. Wait, and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Oh, he a little bit upset. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead, do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that...
However...
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Because he's obsessed with Genocide Jack. Mondo butter, it's the best for your Mondo stack of pancakes. Really weird someone got turned to butter. Yeah, it's not what I expected. Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm and motionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That will never matter to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You mean you witnessed the murder? No. He didn't witness the murder. He was there after it happened. He's heartless. Agreed. Butter is the type of fat mixed with other stuff? Yeah, but I still don't understand how that makes sense with the, like, I don't understand how the punishment fit the crime. He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand and have everyone point fingers at me, because it's fun. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack and Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
But
dang, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too. Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point, of course. Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
Correct.
He means Kyoko, not me. The energized cage liquefied him? Oh, it was energized? Oh, okay. I thought that was just like the light show going off. Has a punishment related to what they did? So, but I mean, the punishment though was the only thing related was the motorcycle. Nothing about that would have told you like, oh, he's gonna turn him into butter. So that was your reason? Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Satisfied? Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
what?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? 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 Mean?
What the heck?
Good grief. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm gonna stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Oh, they're buds now?
That's enough.
Yeah, I don't think you're grasping what I'm saying. I understand about the motorcycle. That's clear as day. But why would he be turned into butter? Like the Mondo butter. Shut up, I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Tsugami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. You know, yeah, you have to admit the poo-hoo-hoo. It's a little cute. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and a curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue. Bear just broke the fourth wall. Breaks all the walls. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. Oh my gosh, it is 5 minutes of 11. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying...
What is happening?
This is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
What's in his hand? Is that like a remote?
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
No, you can't go any further. Did someone commit a murder while we were on our recess? Is that what he's gonna tell us?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward.
No, that can't be
at a
it. No,
speed
because everyone was in
nothing
there.
can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean. Gah.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
I don't know. Earlier, I mentioned how I feel like Kyoko might be in cahoots with the bear. I wonder. You received the crazy diamond present. Do you want to save the data? Yeah, because I haven't saved in hours. Oh.
I know I shouldn't cry.
Whoa, hello? I know I shouldn't cry.
I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon.
What's that thing up there? For you guys, it's on the top right. Maybe new waifu. Remember last episode I pointed out that someone was behind the bear's chair when he was... Yeah, that's true.
It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Oh, Aoi, don't do it. Donuts. Need to eat some donuts, that'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, malasadas?
Okay.
Oh god of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. We're playing as Aoi? I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh?
Who are you talking to?
Huh?
What's that sound? Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But...
I'm super scared, but... Oh no! Aoi! No! I think the person the bear was talking to a second ago is the person I pointed out. Is someone there? What the dang? Is that Chihiro's spectral head? What? Why does Hifumi have like a cherub that's flying after him? The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial. Oh no, she's not in there. Everyone met up in the dining hall just like always. And I expected it to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but... Today's count kinda sucks, huh? Choco and Byakuya still refuse to show up. I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room for today. Okay, so she did get her donuts. I'm 100% sure that was just a cheer in that video. Okay. That is rather unusual for her. Normally she is so full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then...
Well, maybe she has a sugar... She just had a sugar crash, maybe? So it's just the seven of us then. Looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang.
Impossible.
Or not. Taka hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. The look on his face showed he hadn't slept a wink last night. Must be because of Mondo. Two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. And then having to watch Mondo get punished and nothing he could do about it. Can't even imagine what it must have done to him.
Well...
So, I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help's ever gonna come. Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, do our best to get along, and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the only hope that we have now. What? To live here forever?
Well...
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, our every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you are looking for?
Is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its perversion. In which case, is our current situation not... Demon angel, pretty pudgy princess. What?
Huh?
Huh? I think if we made a 2D version of Chihiro and hid it in the bathhouse before he knew Chihiro was a guy. Imagine. Why can't we be friends? That's right.
Here we go.
Maggie the drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon, cat girl dog boy, Robo Justice the Galactic King, and what I mean is there's no 2D here.
There is nothing
What?
to be done.
The mastermind puts such base desire to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyway, since Chaka's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. Oh, no. It's like the worst thing that could happen. So we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching?
I'm right.
Well, I mean,
right?
since the class trial is over and all,
Perhaps.
there should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
Once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Do you have any problem with that, Celeste? There may well be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our life here. No, the point is to look for clues. And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation.
You called for me, and so I appeared.
Oh my, we did not call for you. Also, put away the scissors. What? Nobody called for you. What the? How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
Yes!
God, this place is just amazing. Finally, a place I can be my murderous self. Which is why I've decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in a cave for me. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that terrorist. I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches. You like Celeste and her French accent? You as well? What if the food is poisoned? That is true. But you are a killer with a split personality. If she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need the little people to hold them up. Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat. Can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer, and after our much needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school. All right. Well, there we go. That was intense. Intense. So that's gonna wrap it up. It is 11:06. You don't like Celeste. She sounds evil and she's telling everyone to give up and just accept everything. What I feel she's saying that about, or the reason why she's saying that, is maybe because she's the ultimate gambler. I wonder if she lost or something, and if she goes back to the outside world, everyone is gonna come to collect, or whoever it is that she lost to is gonna come to collect. I don't really know. That's the only thing I can think of. We don't really know much about her, so other than she's like totally fine with living here, and she never wants to help out with anything. It escalated very quickly. It sure did. Intense, and we aren't even camping. Boom. Nice. All right, but like I said, I gotta go to sleep. It's 11:06. This was a lot of fun. Pretty stressful, but we did it. We did it. Also, again, I want to thank you, Shadow, for subbing to the channel and also gifting a sub to Mario. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's crazy of you, man. Thank you, dude. I super appreciate that. It's taking steps on the channel. It is a lot of fun, and excited to see where it's gonna go. We don't even know her real name. Celestica or something is her real name. Yep. First, Chihiro was a boy, and then Mondo became Butter. Yeah, that's true. That is what happened. All right. But if anyone out there is new to the channel, want to be informed of when I stream again, make sure to hit that follow button. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I also do bonus streams on any day other than those. So make sure to follow the channel so you know when I go live on those days. Also, I post all of the streams on YouTube the very next day. So in case if you missed anything or if you missed the cast entirely, you can always catch up by going to YouTube and watching it there. We know her real name. She just prefers to be called Celeste. Yes. No, you can't go any further. All right, Casper, take care, man. It was good to see you, dude. Celeste is an alias. Oh, yeah? Like an alias? Alright, everybody. But I had a lot of fun. I sure hope that you had fun, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Peace!